What's going on, everyone? I'm E, and this is Simply Put Saints. On this channel, I talk about some of the best and worst fragrances on the market, and at the end of the day, I hope you save time and money. So do hit that subscribe button because I do these videos weekly, and I love what I do. So recently, a couple of my female subscribers have asked that I talk about female fragrances. So with Valentine's Day right around the corner, I wanted to share with you my top female fragrance releases of 2017. These will make awesome Valentine's Day gift options for that special lady in your life. I mean, really, seriously guys, like these fragrances will have her smelling amazing and blown away at your good taste in perfume. I'm serious. Like, for many of us guys, it's the women in our lives that always keep us smelling good. So on occasions like Valentine's Day, it's like our turn to return the favor. So if your lady buys you Axe on your birthday, just stop this video right now and buy her the cheapest Avon fragrance you can find and call it a day. Seriously, dude. Like, nah, I'm just playing, guys. Nah, I'm just playing. No, I'm not. So let's get it. From the house of Chanel, Gabrielle. So it's about to be Valentine's Day, guys, and you're going to look for that good perfume to give your lady for V-Day, and you see Chanel has just released a new fragrance, and you think to yourself,
Chanel, Valentine's Day, how could I possibly go wrong?
Well, it's a minimalist white floral scent that smells fresh but very light. Gabby kind of reminds me of a high-end celebrity fragrance. And I wouldn't be surprised if Zara ended up cloning this fragrance by the end of the year. But one thing it does have going for it is that it doesn't smell trendy. It's not overly sweet or extra fruity, but there's just something about it that just smells ordinary though. It's a very expensive fragrance for what it is. So if you choose this, know that she will run through that expensive bottle with the quickness. If she wears it at all. Buying this for your lady wouldn't be a horrible purchase, but it's a lazy gift in my opinion. Unless your lady is a huge Chanel fan, then Gabby's price might be justified. I would describe this fragrance as overpriced, easy, and light. From the house of Armani, Because It's You. Okay, so let me just say that the name was even less clever than Armani's men's version of this scent, Stronger With You. Weird marketing aside, the Juice is another very sweet scent with raspberry, rose, and vanilla as the stars of the show. It's not complex or high-end, but it's a nice pretty girl type of scent that you will enjoy smelling on your lady. Trust me. The raspberry note in this scent is aggressive at the start, but it's not really overbearing by any means. Some ladies will say it's generic because the main qualities of the scent aren't distinctive. It does smell like a lot of fragrances out there for women, but you'll enjoy smelling this on her. I describe this fragrance as sweet, playful, and edible. From the house of Dior, J'adore Enjoy. J'adore Enjoy is a spring, summer, freshie with a salt accord in the beginning that lingers lightly while peach, neroli, and jasmine hold the scent down. Your lady will like this if she likes playful fragrances that don't overwhelm people. It's pretty, but it's not childish, and I think women of any age could really pull it off without feeling like it's not meant for them. This version of J'adore is a more modern, ageless, warm weather version of the original, and it's a scent that won't last that long, but it's a very easy fragrance for a woman to wear for any casual or professional reason in warmer weather. If she likes light, pretty, girly fragrances, this will be a great option. If she likes fragrances with more personality, depth, and strength, this is not the best scent for her. Then I would describe J'adore Enjoy as floral, fruity, and safe. From the house of Givenchy, Live Irrésistible Délicieuse. Live Irresistible Delicious, like the original Live Irresistible, is built around rose, but Delicious is totally a different monster from the older version. Delicious is a lot more gourmand, which is why they call this version delicious. It smells like something you want to eat. This fragrance is like a competitor to Dior's Poison Girl and Armani's Because It's You. These fragrances are pretty, they're jammy, and they're sweet. And all of them have candy-ish notes in them. I notice when fragrance companies try to make a scent youthful, it usually means like overly sweet or sloppy or heavy-handed, you know? I wonder why that is. You could say that that's the case with Live Irresistible Delicious, but overall the scent is very attractive, even if a little unpolished. But if your lady owns Poison Girl, she probably wouldn't necessarily need this. They don't smell identical, but if she has that, then this would be like buying a Honda Civic after you bought a Honda Accord. You know, it's a little redundant and not really like an upgrade, you know? So. From the house of Tiffany, Tiffany & Company. The perfumer behind this is the house perfumer for Prada, Daniela Andrière. And sadly for Prada, Tiffany & Co. smells very Prada-like. Too bad for Prada that they don't have Daniela locked down in an exclusive arrangement. It's really a shame, for real. Tiffany & Company is a very fresh, clean fragrance with some patchouli in it to ground it a bit. But overall, it smells sparkling, happy, and delicate. I'm actually a jeweler in my profession, and if diamonds had a scent, I'd imagine this would be it. Tiffany & Co. would make a great daytime fragrance for your lady, and it would be a home run for her if she's into clean musks or fresh scents that don't smell unisex or over-the-top floral. It's a very modern fragrance, even though it's not an original idea. It doesn't smell cluttered or busy or try hard, and a woman of any age who's into light fresh scents for the summer or the spring could easily wear this without feeling weird or uncomfortable. Also, the bottle is really cool, and I could see some women wanting this scent just for the bottle alone. Come on, some of y'all ladies, y'all know that's true. Look at that. The bottle is nice. It's pretty cool. From the house of Kenzo, Kenzo World Intense. This isn't the most refined scent in the world, but who cares when the scent smells as good as Kenzo World Intense? To many women with experienced noses, this scent is a no-go. Well, maybe not. It might be a no-go. It could be a little too intense for some, but to us guys, this scent will captivate. Like, 3 words I'd use to describe this fragrance: dark, sexy, plum. This is a deeper version of the original Kenzo World for women, and it's a great playful night out scent that will get a lot of attention from you, hopefully. I'm not trying to break up relationships here. I think what makes this a sexy perfume is the use of plum, jasmine, and vanilla. It's very fruity, and it has the potential to be cloying, but it has a smell that will just draw you in, and yeah. From the house of Miu Miu L'Eau Bleu. Guys, this is another fragrance that the House of Prada let out of its grasp, made by their in-house perfumer, Daniela Andrière. Yeah, man, y'all, oh man, Prada, I don't know. Anyway, now this scent is a really interesting, very fresh green lily of the valley style fragrance, and it comes across almost soapy. It doesn't smell cheap at all, and it would make a really good fragrance for the upcoming spring and summer months. When I first smelled this scent, I thought right off the bat that I was smelling something with pepper in it. But I realized that that spicy pepper accord is coming from Akigala wood, which is a base note in this perfume. Like, Miu Miu L'Eau Bleu has a very misleading name because it's far more green than blue. You don't really get an oceanic vibe from the scent. It's much more mineral, mossy, and earthy. From the house of Gucci, Gucci, Bloom. Don't let that pink, pretty bottle fool you. This juice is far from a pretty pink scent. It's pretty much a more modern, stripped down version of Michael by Michael Kors. Both are very serious and sophisticated scents. How they're different is that I feel like Gucci Bloom is just a little bit more playful and has a heavy dose of jasmine. And it's also nowhere near as aggressive as Michael. I mean, for real, Michael is a scent that if worn too heavy can cause nausea. I've gotten nauseous a couple of times around ladies who love that scent a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. I would describe Bloom as gentle, feminine, and sophisticated. So guys, these are my top 3 favorite female designer fragrances released in 2017. I really appreciate you all for getting through this list with me. Hopefully the women in your world will appreciate these fragrances as much as I appreciate smelling them on ladies in my world. From the house of Guerlain, Mon Guerlain. Some pretty stuff right here. Mon Guerlain is a really solid release from the house of Guerlain, guys. It's not a groundbreaking scent. It's not the boldly dominant Shalimar or Jicky or anything like that. But Mon Guerlain, it's a really nice modern option for women who like sweet, pretty fragrances. It's pretty much a Tonka lavender vanilla scent. It comes across very creamy and really edible. Like, you'll want to eat this. Like, I swear. While Mon Guerlain is a been there, done that type of perfume, not many scents it competes with smell as well composed as this. But it smells so good. So good. And honestly, I could bury my nose in the neck of any woman who wears this fragrance all day long. No problem. Not saying I do that. I don't want no Me Too hate. Just saying. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I would describe Mon Guerlain as sweet but deep. From the house of Ralph Lauren, Woman. Wow. Ooh. Whoa, man.
When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
Woman is without question a very attractive scent, and it's a top-notch release from Ralph Lauren. I mean, Woman doesn't smell ordinary, even though white florals for women are a dime a dozen. But this white floral has hazelnut, rhubarb, and lots of woods. The opening is distinctively fruity. The mid is all the way floral, and the base is very woody. And usually tuberose scents remind me of fragrances like my mother would love, but women of any age could really appreciate Ralph Lauren's Woman. Woman comes across fresh and clean and bright. The fruitiness of the scent is dominated by pear, and it hangs around for a while for a top note. You know, what's really cool about Woman is that your lady could get away with wearing it for any reason most of the year. This won't gather dust in her perfume collection. It's a scent that I would describe as new school classy, because it's like a classic scent reinterpreted in a modern way. I mean, I'm a big fan of this stuff, and it's really hard to dislike it. Even women who hate tuberose might really be into this. This might change a lot of minds about tuberose. If you hate tuberose, smell Woman by Ralph Lauren and see if you still hate tuberose. And my number 1 fragrance, whew, boy is this awesome. From the house of Bottega Veneta, Eau de Velour. Velour is the French word for velvet, and that is a perfect name for this new release from Bottega Veneta, because Eau de Velour is a very smooth perfume. Now, if the woman in your life likes her perfume without that trendy, extra girly sweetness, this is an amazing option. It's very feminine, but there's a character to this scent that isn't typical of most women's fragrances in designer presentations. Eau de Velour is a leather, rose, and plum scent with some spices, and the overall effect is romantic, dry, and seductive. Younger and more mature women will appreciate this if she likes seductive fragrances, but it's perfect for a classy woman also. This isn't like a crop top and shorts type of scent. A man's nose will immediately notice this fragrance without any hesitation. I found it really hard to stop smelling it personally. I really find it striking, you know, and I really appreciate that Bottega Veneta tried to go left while all the main designers went right. This isn't following the sickly sweet, heavy, fruity perfume trends for women out right now. Some of those are nice, you know, I mentioned them earlier, but when a scent like this is made, it really stands out as something to pay attention to. It just smells more expensive and better put together than your average modern woman's designer. If Dior made this fragrance, it would be a best seller, hands down. So that's my list, guys, for the top female fragrances made in 2017. And these to me are awesome Valentine's Day gift ideas for that lovely, lovely lady in your world. Hopefully these scents will make her happy and you even happier on Valentine's Day night. It seems though that many of these female fragrances were made to appeal to a wider range of women, whereas like many fragrances made for ladies in the past were kind of tailored to a type of woman. You know, I think that's like actually a good thing, you know, because I really dislike looking at fragrances as being for young people or mature people, because to me fragrances are more serious or playful. You know, like every young woman should own a couple of serious or professional scents in her collection, and every mature woman should have a few fun or sexy fragrances in her wardrobe. I don't feel like you should feel pressured into smelling your age. You should match your scents with your mood and your style, and I feel like you can't go wrong if you do it that way. So thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please like this video if you feel it deserves it, and share your thoughts down in the comment sections. I'm really curious what you thought were the best female fragrances made for ladies last year. And lastly, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell. I'd appreciate it. As always, I'm E, and this is Simply Put Scents. And I'm Simply O-U-T. Peace. So guys, 2017, it was an interesting year for men's designer fragrances. I think the main takeaway though of 2017, it was a toothache.
Oh Lord Jesus, it's a toothache. Ain't nobody got time for that.